Hey everybody, it's Steve with Three Fat Truckers. We're down here at the 2024 Match Show in Louisville, Kentucky, doing a few interviews. Sitting here with my two best buds, Dave and Bill. How we doing, fellas?
Fantastic. We're having a great time.
What you
Off
got?
to a wonderful start. Off to a good day.
Birthday boy over here.
Birthday boy
running
over here.
running the board.
Running the board for us. So
We're sitting down here with another interview this morning with Andrew Bear from Blue Ink Tech. How we doing, Andrew?
Doing good, doing good. Happy birthday.
Yeah, looks like you got something here called Bit Air Scale. Give us some background and information on this.
Yeah, so we do air scales that are connected, Bluetooth connected, so they snap right into your airline, and they will allow you to get your loaded weight in real time, whether you're in the truck, whether you're out of the truck, loading, unloading. It's all there for you to make better decisions with.
Now, I assume it's probably Bluetooth that can hook to your phone.
Right.
What about far as like some of the truck companies already have all their systems in the truck, as far as they get their dispatch, Qualcomm, whatever, stuff like that? Will these be able to hook to any of the existing stuff in the trucks the
I
companies
guess
already
long as
have?
it's got Bluetooth and you can hook to it.
Yeah, no, so we've also got APIs for integrations. If you want to integrate it into your existing systems, that's always an option. But most people choose to just use their phones because it's handy. You can be in the truck, out of the truck. Sometimes you're loading outside of the truck. So if you want to get your weight there
Yep.
and have it in your phone,
I think for you guys, the best thing would be as far as dump buckets and stuff, not
Oh, yeah.
not having to go dump stuff back off, or
Yeah.
or as they're loading it, be perfect right on.
I made the mistake and pulled into the stone quarry, and I had one of our spread axle trailers, and normally I get right about 21 tons, what I usually haul in it. And instead of going 21 ton, I said, give me 42,000. Well, he put 42 ton in the damn thing.
yeah,
And I'm going up to the scale going, man, this thing is pulling hard.
Going hard up the
Yeah.
hill.
yep,
She goes, that's 120, and she,
Uh,
the Michigan trains have been coming down into Indiana, and she thought that's one of them. I go, oh, I got to go back and dump half of it off.
No, that was when I went up there with that low boy up in Michigan and picked up a press. They said it only weighs 75,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Put it on the, put the trailer on the ground, put the blocks on, we loaded it, chained it down. I went to lift the trailer up and it would not lift the trailer.
yep.
I'm like, maybe I'm low on fluid. I said, you guys get your forklift out here and help me get this up. And they scooped onto my trailer and it was a groaning and grunting.
Yeah.
I got down to Omnisource to pull on their scale, and you had a split scale. They added them together. They're like, I was only permitted for 165,000. They're like, you're like 225.
Not gonna work.
I'm like, oh, it would have almost should have broke the trailer. It wasn't rated
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it,
Yeah.
60 or 80 tons.
Oh
trailer?
man, it
Yeah.
was terrible.
So,
But something like that would be just handy.
so here's my question.
Hit me.
This ties right into the airline by the brochure I'm looking at here.
Yep.
And I can Bluetooth on there. Now, this does two separate ones, the truck one and the trailer one.
Right. So there's gonna be a sensor on each
Okay.
axle.
Set of axles.
Yep.
You
And
said
that's
it's at the leveling valve.
right at the leveling valve. Yep. So
So if I'm running a 3-axle trailer, I have 3 on the trailer,
you're
2
gonna,
on the truck, or do I use the gauges off the truck?
you put what you'd most likely have 1 on the truck, 2 on the trailer, right? You got
Okay.
3 axles.
Okay.
One of
now,
the
if you're having one on the truck, how's it telling you what your steer is?
you have 1 on the truck. How's it telling you what?
You got 3 axles on your truck.
Yeah.
So how's one sensor
Oh.
telling you what all 3 axles?
No, you would need 1 on each.
One on each
Oh,
axle.
one on
Okay,
each.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what
right.
he was trying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we want to be able to show you per axle what your weights are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
One of the cool things is it's also connected to the internet. We've got a gateway that sits in the truck, so you can actually see these remotely. As an admin, if you got 10 trucks, you can see what all your loaded weights are, how many of your trucks are loaded,
Right.
where they are. You can actually watch the weight come off the truck in real time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty handy.
So you
Right.
said that's you've got an API associated with that.
Yeah.
Is that a public facing API?
It is.
If I wanted to write a piece of open source software to communicate with the system, I could do that. then.
Absolutely. You just got to get an API key, and you'd be on your way.
Now on the other side of it says you got. I should have just said it's bit because you got 2 options here: the bit air scale, and we have a bit dash cam.
Yep.
And it looks like you provides what e-logs, also video, and
So it's an all-in-one system. So the dash cam is actually the gateway that allows the air scales to connect.
Okay.
So you could do your ELD, dash cam, and air scales all in one solution, and not have to have multiple either vendors or pieces of hardware.
Okay.
We worked with go ahead.
That's pretty cool. That's what I was getting ready to say.
I know you've got a background in ag.
I follow some ag guys, yeah.
Yeah.
And grew up in there. So
So we just did a pilot with a large ag company in the Midwest, and what they found out without giving drivers access, just looking from the back office, is hey, all of our trucks are loading out 7 to 10% short of legal maximums.
Mhm.
And then you
when you're in a field and a combine's loading, you don't know what.
yeah, your options are either to rescale and try, either
Yeah.
add or remove.
Well, and ag's got there's a stipulation there where they'll give them a variance
Yeah.
coming out of the field.
Yeah,
It used to be 10%. I think it's like 5 or 6 now. But yeah,
Now you have to buy permit to get it.
now you got to get
Yeah.
a permit.
well, you got to be running ag plates too.
So
So
go ahead.
now,
Just on the back end of on that pilot that we did, they actually gave the drivers the air scales on their phones,
mhm.
and they were getting 95, 97, 99% of capacity. And it might not seem like a lot, but at the end of the year, that adds up.
oh yeah,
7 to
yeah,
10% of
yeah.
your
Exactly.
grain or your corn or whatever it is,
You're not getting moved.
right? You're
Yeah.
either hauling more loads or leaving
Yeah.
money at the elevator.
Now, as far as the e-logs and stuff, this shows the camera stuff for what it's taken up. Is there another piece of equipment that you guys are supplying or selling?
Tablet hooked to this.
A tablet, or what are they using to hook the e-logs to this?
So it's all through,
Tablet,
all
phone.
through your mobile device.
Okay.
So that's the only piece of hardware that's in the truck. It plugs right into the
Oh,
CAN
so
bus.
it goes right into your phone,
Yeah, and you can access all of your logs.
right?
your-
Or your
So
tablet.
it's
Yeah.
actually plugging into the ECM on the truck
Yeah.
too.
Yep. So you got all your data right there in front of you.
Is
I
there-
know that. I know
I'm gonna-
DOT would like that.
He's gonna ask. I know. Well, I'm sure everybody asks. Are you able to cheat this one?
Define cheating.
Change hours,
Cop behind you, Steve.
position.
There is
Uh,
literally.
Yeah, I know him. Because like the ones, I probably shouldn't say this now, but I have seen ones where you can manipulate
Right.
the place, the time, the hours,
Right.
Yeah.
the exemptions and stuff you can change to manipulate.
Well, I mean, we're approved, right? We're on the ELD list, and we'd like to stay there. So I'm going to say no.
Okay,
Good.
No is the answer. Cannot
I'll
be
ask you this
manipulated.
off the mic.
No, but what I'm saying for this is just like this thing would set up in my dash, do the filming, do everything, and then hook right to my tablet, Bluetooth right off my tablet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I would just do the same
Cool.
thing that I already do there. No
As
different.
far as all that wouldn't bother me. My biggest thing would be that I would want would be just the air scale.
Scale.
Yeah.
Because we waste so much time. I always did.
Cat
I would
scales?
load a piece of equipment.
Yep.
And I got a permit that says I can only be this, and this.
Yeah.
Because I'm over the normal gross that is allowed. And you would load, go hit a scale, weigh everything. Well, shit, I'm over.
I got to go back.
So
Well, no, but you'd have to pull off a scale, unchain the whole piece of equipment, and move it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you could burn a whole day just getting loaded
Yeah.
instead of just loading it up, having them scales, looking on my phone, sitting in the piece of equipment, moving it, watching it where it needs to be, and boom, you're gone.
See, I don't have to do that. I can just pull a little
But
button.
yeah,
back
that
up, slide my tire.
I would have paid for this myself if it was
but do
available.
you offer
then.
a granular type service where you can get one thing and not the other, or do
Yeah,
you have
so-
tiers?
By no means are you required to change your ELD provider in order to get the air scales.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's an option. If you want it all in one package, we offer it. But you could absolutely buy them individually if you just want air scales or if you just want dash cam. Entirely up to you. You can start wherever
Now-
you want.
So you've got a pricing
I was getting ready to get to
schedule
that.
for that. Then.
Yep.
Roughly, what's something like this cost?
So-
just you don't have to be
Yeah.
exact.
No,
But
I don't mind. So there's two really pricing models. One is for more larger fleets,
right.
and then there's one for the owner operator. For the owner operator, if you're just looking at air scales, we're talking about $200. Yeah, it's one time.
Spend that all day just for the nightmare.
A one-time fee of $200.
holy smokes, I'd have bought, and I had what
folks, I'll
10
tell you
axles
what,
would have
this
been no
is-
problem. I'd have spent that out of my pocket.
Yep.
Even company drivers would
Yeah.
get a lot of use out of
Oh, my
something
God.
like this.
So on the flip side, if you wanted everything, right? If you wanted access to,
Yeah.
to be able to see this remotely, see all your trucks, do geofencing around your locations, that kind of thing, we'll throw the air scales in for free and the hardware. It's $80 a month, and away you go.
Better put this on file and take it back
Yeah.
and give it to Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what.
Their well, I just drive there too.
Yeah.
I bet you they'd put the whole fleet on that because I don't know. We don't really get a whole lot of overweight tickets, but the guys that did
Yeah.
run the road, you waste a lot of time at the truck stop trying to get scaled out.
Well,
Let me
you
get an
buy
address for you. I'll send you a set, or I'll get you a set
Yeah.
prior to leaving.
But
Deal.
yeah, I'm sure Mike could talk him into for
Yep,
every truck
that's
up
what
there.
we need to do.
There's 100 trucks up there.
Well,
Yeah.
all of
There you go.
all of them don't like the roll off. Don't
Oh
need
yeah,
it.
yeah. But
The dump trucks is a whole different thing. It's the road trucks that we're having almost.
yeah, well yeah, but y'all, I didn't. I wish somebody came out with this 40 years
I
ago.
hear it a lot, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It solves
Now is
problems.
this something a company you're working for, or is this something you invented?
No, this is a company I'm working for. We've been around since 2015, right around the deal.
How long have they had these out?
About 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah.
Right when I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove. But yeah, for me, that would have been a godsend. You know how many times I have to undo machines, and
I know. Move them.
especially down in Texas when it's 200 friggin' degrees out, you're sweating your balls off, and
Yep.
oh yeah, at a truck stop for 4 hours moving a machine, moving a machine.
I remember you talking.
Oh yeah,
phone, you
it's
had to do
terrible.
That's
And
why
getting
I never
madder
got
and
into it.
madder and getting ready to
Every time you got to get out of the truck.
screw this
Yeah.
job. I'm out of here. You can come get your effing truck.
And we loaded sheets down in
Oh
Mobile
yeah,
once. You and me
yeah.
had to tie trucks
Yep.
together and slide the whole
Try and
load.
pull sheets, slide them.
It was
Yeah,
legal.
Yeah.
yeah, that was terrible.
I guess it really doesn't matter what you're hauling. I mean, weight's
Well,
important.
I think
Yeah.
I think guys would be stupid not
We'd
to
have known
spend the
before we
money
ever
on
got away
that
from
right
them
there.
stupid magnets.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to move that shit forward, boys.
Now you got to come up with a solution to make this work with a spring ride trailer.
That you're absolutely right on that. We've had some conversations where it's like,
Yeah.
this is brilliant, but 95% of our trucks are spring ride. So I think that's next on the agenda.
There's not as many out there. Most of the
anything-
spring ride is all the old timers that don't want to spend the money to update
But-
to new
I'll
trailers.
just throw this out there. If you can get the sensors to take the abuse,
Yeah.
all scales are done by mash anyways, and the spring is a mash onto the frame, but it's the abuse of
An
the truck
empty
holding
steel
it.
ride trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just beat it to death. So,
You could drive one empty through a town. They're like, "What the hell's coming through here?"
yeah,
Oh yeah.
just an empty spring
Always.
ride. So.
Well, all mobile phones have an accelerometer in them that can measure height differences or variances. We talked about using that, but it's typically in the cab, so it's not going to
Well,
be.
you know that's the old way spring drivers check. Steel weight. They'd put a legal load on, just their mud flaps down till they touch the road,
Yeah.
and then that's how they knew where they were legal.
Yeah.
You can figure out a way to either
That's an old school there.
measure the distance between the shackles, because the shackles are.
Yeah.
You might be
As
onto
they-
something there.
as they
Yeah.
flap. Yeah.
That's actually not.
We've got 12 spring ride trailers counting the.
Oh, all those those
Yeah.
triaxle dump, yeah. Well, 11. One of them's got an airbag under it.
Okay.
But yeah, this would have been a godsend when I was still working.
Yeah. This is a good one, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. For
Yep.
real.
And I love guys coming up to us trying to promote products, the new stuff that we've
I mean,
had.
I
We
listened
had
to
some
last-
guys. We had some guys last year making stuff right out of his basement, and it was a great idea.
Yep.
And he just started, like I think it was last year, or had been doing it
Mhm.
for like 6 months, and
Yeah,
he come here and promoted and stuff, and he can't keep up with the orders.
was that
selling
the,
them on
was that
Amazon.
the guy with the light?
It was so simple. So simple. When you slide your axles, you
Oh,
drivers always got to get out. Oh, I missed the hole I wanted.
Yep.
And back, and you're in and out, in and out. And if it's an old fella like him, he's winded and but wore out climbing up and down the truck. And this guy designed it was just a piece of flat steel about that, like that shape, with one of the pins welded on it
Mm-hmm.
and a magnet.
Oh, that's a good
You Put
idea.
it right in the hole, and it slides back.
comes
It's
back till it hits.
perfect
Pretty
every
good.
time. And I'm like, Why didn't somebody think of that 30 years
Right?
ago?
Right? That's
Well,
typically
they
how
did.
it goes.
The old
And-
spring ride trailer. Remember, you had to pull the pole out,
Yeah, yeah.
pull back in.
Well, to get the handle out, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now they have it's all air. You pull back,
Yep.
it pulls them out for you. But yeah, that thing that guy invented, I'm like, that is smart as shit. So this here, I'll tell you what, somebody's gonna be billionaire. I mean,
I honestly think that all trucks in a couple of years are going to have these things. It just it
I
makes
do
too much
too.
sense.
sell them right from the factory with
Well,
the trailer company.
We're working on it. We are, yeah.
Drew
We've had
off and Great
good
Dane.
conversations.
And,
Just like you said yesterday, and having to wait on the side of the truck.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's one of the things we've been kicking around is democratizing the weight data of a truck, actually publishing it, if you will, on the truck for everybody to
Well,
see.
the one dovetail we had, it had a meter on the side and stuff, and buttons to push, and you could see what stuff was, but it wasn't real accurate.
Yeah.
How'd you know I needed one?
Well, even that, like, if you're driving down the freeway, you see this truck weighs X. Some kind of deductive reasoning,
When
or
you
even
go
on the
by
side,
the scale.
will tell you how long it'll take that truck to stop. You pull out in front of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are things I think that's a little bit forward thinking, but I mean, this kind of technology enables those kinds of use cases
Yes.
across
Well,
the
and
board.
something like that too, far as DOT officers stuff pulling trucks over and wanting to get out their scales to weigh you, but it says right there, they're like, okay, he's good.
Yeah, right.
You know,
And if you've invested in technology to help manage your weights and understand your weights better, I think that goes a long way with DOT or even state police.
Yeah.
well, and if you're sitting there watching it and you're sitting on the dock like a van trailer and you're watching they haul some copper and
Yeah.
stuff, you can sit there and watch your phone on the dock, watch, okay, but they set that one there, bring that one back so many feet, and then the next one, and you're like, okay, I know where I need to put them next time, you know?
Yeah.
You know, there ain't no guessing about it.
So the other thing that we're seeing a lot of people get a ton of value out of is geofences. So if you got a location that you haul to frequently and you want to know how much is either being taken in or pulled out of a specific location,
Right.
today you've got to wait on the scale tickets to be reconciled with the back office.
Mhm.
We could do it in real time. We could show you how much weight's gone into this facility in 1 week,
Yeah.
1 month, this year.
Huh.
We're even working on ways to calculate based on if you're hauling commodities like grain, like what level of profit are you leaving on the table based on the current corn price, for example?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
If you're leaving 7 to 10% at the
At the
elevator,
elevator. Yeah.
here's what that represents in profit for every trip.
Right. Or the same as us, we haul a lot of stone. We're right next to the quarry,
Aggregate, yeah.
and we deliver it to all the plants that make asphalt and stuff.
Yep.
And they buy so much a year, and they may have 50 trucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes trying to haul stone up to them.
And yet you mentioned an interest. So for aggregates, a lot of the big companies or the big players want a consumer facing option. So you can see as a purchaser, as a buyer, as a
Mhm.
job site manager, how much stone's been brought to my yard, to my
Right,
job.
right.
In real time, you can actually see, because we've got that geofence.
Right.
Hey, we've dropped 50 tons. We've dropped 150 tons.
Right.
So you know.
Well, we're building a new Amazon, and they said
Yeah.
they wanted 500 truckloads of stone. I think they were figuring up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about they were laying down some.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think this is going to be something big. Because, like I said, as a company driver, I'd have spent that out of my own pocket.
Yeah. Just for your own
Just
safety.
just for the convenience and the mindset of knowing.
Peace of mind.
Yeah. So
And that's really how it happens. We see, owner operators who are working for much bigger fleets initially buying the scales, and then that'll happen 3-4 times, 3-4 drivers, and then somebody from corporate will call and be like, okay, you guys are onto something. We've got a lot of drivers.
well,
doing
and
stuff."
also going to the truck stop. I
Yeah.
can remember going there and paying for a scale is $5, $7. What are we up to? 13, 15?
13 is, yeah.
13
Just good. Yeah.
weighs 4.
And owner operators, you think, and that's money out of their pocket.
Yeah. How many times do you
How
scale
many
a
times
year?
can you scale for $200?
Yeah.
It pay for itself in a year. No problem.
In a month. I weigh.
Oh, yeah.
I weigh by.
But then you
scale
can't
to
collect
stop.
them little scale cards.
I don't go inside.
You guys offer those?
Yeah, it does it in the app, actually.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So
There you go. He does it in the app.
I don't go inside, get paperwork. Now it's all done through your phone.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it set up for the company credit card in the app on my phone, and
Yep.
boom, boom, boom. never even went in the
so
store.
the scales are accurate down to about 150 pounds.
Yeah.
So we do
Awesome job on this. Awesome job on
we
this.
do offer scale tickets, but they're not certified. If you have a certified scale ticket, you can upload it to that job through
Right.
the app, and you don't have to worry about managing your tickets anymore.
That's true too.
Hey, thank you, Andrew, for stopping by.
Happy
Great
birthday,
product. I'm sure you guys are going to sell a bunch of them.
and we will see you guys later.
Yes, sir.
Have fun at the